You look at the billions, if not trillions of dollars being spent on these other matters, which are all important, none of us trying to downplay them. But the biggest terrorist act is actually in the home with domestic violence, what is happening out there.
I want to extend my humble condolences and deepest sympathies to Kamaljeet's family, friends, fellow students, and our Indian community in particular.
So with everyone, I thank you for coming here today and paying your respects to the family and sharing love with the family as well. So thank you very much, everybody, and if there's anything that we can do, please come and see us.
So if we didn't do it, that's a different story. But when the issue is before us, the family has reached to the police, they have gone to the various cells, but still the system can't assist this, so we have to deal with it. So many thanks from our foundation, Penji, for your effort. I think our sympathies with the Jasprit, the young boy, sorry brother, and our sympathies are with you. Anything we can assist. I think Rindaji, they are doing some collection donations as well. I think if anybody wants to help it, so that we can assist the family.
Domestic violence is not new. Anybody who's been to school and read Oliver Twist would know that in that book by Charles Dickens, there's a fellow called Bill Sykes, and he has a relationship with Nancy. And Nancy is the one person who befriends Oliver Twist in his troubles.
Today we are here not just to pay our tribute to what I say as brave, courageous Kamaljeet Kaur. Brave because she had the courage to go out and get an AVO and stand up for her own life and her own place and her own presence in this world as a female. She had said no. She had started that courageous move to protect herself.
But we are together, and when we are together, it's very powerful. This powerful message is the theme of today, and there is no excuse violence against women. Whatever the condition of this person, whatever the condition the family was going through, killing someone like this is not an excuse. And our community is having this vigil, this tribute is very special and very powerful, because we have to give this message to our sisters, to our mothers, to whoever is going through. They don't need to put up this. But again, then I question to myself, am I saying this correct? Or I'm just saying this in words? Because as a matter of fact, I was in touch with Kamaljeet. To me, the whole saga of this journey was less than a month. I can't say about because the police is under investigation and we have to wait for their investigation. But to me, when we say reach out to people, tell your near ones, she did. Tell your brother, she did. She told her, she didn't tell her parents, but she did tell her brother. She did tell her dear ones, her family and friends, that what she is going through. Let me say, reach out to people who can look after you.
ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੋਈ ਪੇਪਰ ਵਰਕ ਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਸਾਰਾ ਫਿਊਨਲ ਦਾ ਖਰਚਾ ਜੋ ਸਾਰਾ ਪੇਪਰ ਵਰਕ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਰਵਾਇਆ ਹਰਮਨ ਫਾਊਂਡੇਸ਼ਨ ਵਾਲਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਆਂਟੀ ਅੰਕਲ ਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਦਿਲੋਂ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਕਰਦਾ ਹਾਂ ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਹਰਮਨ ਫਾਊਂਡੇਸ਼ਨ ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ
This is the common problem I see. All the people, there must be a lot of things going on, but when I see one-on-one, when I work with people and victims who are going through domestic violence, trust me, they feel really unhelped. They do not get help. Even if when they get those who qualify for legal aid, trust me, the legal advice they get is not in their best favor.
So we can't promise, but we've started on a journey. And I think today as I stand here together with you and with you, Jasprit, to celebrate the courage your sister showed and the legacy of thought she's left behind. You know, we have these scars. These scars are not going to go. They're going to just cover the wounds we have. And they'll constantly remind us of what has happened and tell a story themselves. And I don't think we should forget, because these scars remind us of what Kamaljeet went through, what she suffered, what her beautiful brother and family back home in India are suffering, and what as a community we are suffering. It's so important for us to constantly remember that what has happened defines, the past has defined what we're doing today in the present, and it will also determine how we're going to respond tomorrow in the future.
Today is more than just honouring Kamaljeet, but also about a commitment from each and every one of us that we will do more and that we will continue to break the silence so that we can eliminate violence against women in our community.
I'm here to pay tribute to Kamaljeet Kaur, but at the same time I would like to say no one has right to be abusive towards anyone. Doesn't matter it's against a woman or a man. Everyone has right to live life safely. And I'm really thankful to Harman Foundation for playing a leading role and then supporting the victims of domestic violence.
Let's look at here as the volunteer, as a community, collectively, what can we do going forward? Just take a message, and that message has to be, we stand up for ourselves, we say no to domestic violence, irrespective of the gender. But unfortunately, yes, 85% of Australian women have been abused. 85%. This problem is not about a culture, it's not about a color of your skin or what language you speak. Unfortunately, the migrant community and the international students are very vulnerable. And the 1-800 number is, I believe it's one of its only kind where they can go and seek help.
What the life is, what precious life is, and for which we are standing. Everyone has got questions in mind, how we should do it, how can we do it. So there are so many questions that come up in everybody's mind here, and everybody is touched by Kamaljeet's going from this untimely, going from this world. And I personally know what the death in a family means to our friend and all the friends, that how much touching it is for the whole family.